Hello, YouTube. My name is Calvin, and today I'm interviewing Quentin from the Toontown Rewritten team. If you would like to introduce yourself, Quentin?
Yes, hello. My name is Quentin, and I am the community manager of Toontown Rewritten. So, yes, hello, excited to be here today.
Okay, so I'm going to read out the interview questions if that's okay with you.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, question one. How did you find out about Toontown Rewritten before you became staff, and how long did you play without becoming staff?
So how did I find out about TTR? I don't remember how I exactly found out about TTR. I think sometime after Toontown Online closed, I just Googled Toontown or whatever, and Toontown Rewritten came up. I started playing the game in June of 2014, so that's originally anyway. I haven't played consistently and all the time since 2014, but that is originally when I made my account. So I'm pretty old. You know, not too long after the game was opened, I joined during beta when there was the play line. So yeah, and I played for 3 years. Hang on, let me get that right. Yes, I became staff January of 2018. So I signed up in June 2014. I joined staff in January of 2018. But between 2014 and 2018, I kind of played on and off. I didn't play consistently, but I have been playing consistently since November of 2017, and obviously I've been on staff since January 2018. So quite a while, 2.5 years as staff, and technically, I guess 4 years as not staff. But like I said, I wasn't playing consistently for those 4 years. I did take a break in between. So yeah.
That's awesome, Quentin. Thank you. Okay, question two. Did you know Joe in real life prior to you being staff on TTR, or did you get to know Joey once you were accepted as staff?
Yeah. So I don't I okay. I didn't know Joey in real life. I obviously know him in real life now. He's one of my very good friends. But yeah, so I didn't know him. I had obviously heard the memes, Joey fix your game and all that kind of stuff, and so I knew who he was. But just as everyone else, I kind of looked up to him as an idol, really. And then when I joined the team, I originally joined in moderation. So I was a moderator for about 5 months, and then I moved to public relations. And at the time, back in June of 2018, Joey was head of public relations. So he was actually my boss, which was pretty cool. So I got to work with him very, very closely on a day to day basis. I have helped organize and run the two Toon Fests now in real life, 2018 and 2019. And it was going to be 2020, but the coronavirus happened. But yeah, so I've met Joey several times in real life. He even came to London, visited London and England, and I met up with him and his now wife, and spent a few days with them. So yeah, I didn't know him before I was staff, but now he is one of my very good friends. So he's a nice guy.
Cool, thank you. Question three. What sort of things do you work on with TTR? What is your specialty within the team?
Mm-hmm. So, great question. I do a lot of things. I do a little bit of everything, really, except art and programming. I'm not very good at those things. But, so, as I said originally, I am the community manager of Toontown Rewritten. So, I am one of the two heads of public relations. Brad is the other head. He is in charge of marketing, and I'm in charge of community. So, I run a team that is called the Community and Events Team. Right now, there are 6 people under me. So nice little small team. But I mean, over the years, I've done a lot for the game. I mean, I reformed the staff and cast member toons. So if you've ever seen like a toon trooper or a resistance
Yeah.
ranger or a staff member in the game, back in September of 2018, I redid the entire system on the back end of things to make sure that we could have resistance rangers and toon troopers in game. I've I created or came up with the Toontown Partner Program. So if you've seen the Partner Program at all,
Yep.
that was kind of the that's one of the things my team have done. That I oversaw the Discord server as well. If you're in our official Discord
Yep,
server,
I am.
that is another thing that my team have implemented, and now we actually run those two things. So the community and events team runs both the partner program and the Discord server on a day-to-day basis, and I kind of oversee the entire team. So they're the ones that run it, and I kind of just oversee those things. But yeah, we do a lot actually. Lots more behind the scenes than you think. I know that sometimes, you might have seen Lappy in game and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I know a big part of the community representative role is, being out there, being the face of the team. But there's a lot that we do behind the scenes as well. All the feedback and the bugs that you've seen in our Discord server, we're the ones that process those. So we process every piece of feedback and every bug report that you send. And like I said, there's just 6 people, not including me. So not too many people, a small but powerful team, if you ask me. But yeah, and as I said originally earlier, I also was a moderator for
Oh,
about
cool.
5 months before I joined public relations. So because of that, I still do help out a little bit with moderation now. I do name moderation for one thing, for example, and a couple other things as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, question 4. What are plans for Toonfest this year? I know you guys said Toonfest would be held virtually due to the current events in the world. Do you have any information that you can tell the public hasn't heard yet?
I'm just trying to think. I mean, obviously, funnily enough, today, aka the 9th of July, this was meant to be the first day of Toonfest in real life. So right now, while I am in this interview with you, I should be right now. I should be at Toonfest interacting with players. So it's a little bittersweet question for me really, because like I say, I should be in Pittsburgh right now with the players, but obviously, the world had other plans. But yes, we are moving to virtual Toonfest. We've pushed it back a little bit, so we're now going to be doing it back in September. We've moved back to September. I'm sorry, in line with the in-game celebration. It used to be called Toonfest in-game. Last year, we decided we're going to be renaming that. So we haven't announced the name yet, but we will be renaming that. But yeah, I think. Is there anything? I don't know if the public have heard this, but I guess I can say that we will still be having the attendee codes. So a lot of people have been asking, like, what are the codes going to look like this year? Because obviously we usually have a code for everybody at home, and then we have a code for people at Toonfest. And we've decided that we are still going to create a free version for everyone, but we will also create an attendee item. Obviously, it's not necessarily going to be an attendee item. We're still deciding how we're going to give those out, those codes and those items. But yeah, I can tell you that there will be 2 sets of items as there are every year.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, question 5. What do you like about the Toontown community, and what is your favorite event while on the Toontown Rewritten team?
Oof, what do I like about the Toontown community? I think I'll tell you what I really like. I really like people interacting with our cast members. I think that is. I know it's a part that I think goes undervalued. Really, people don't see the importance of them. But I really think it's important because just like if you go to Disney, for example, right? You have the opportunity to meet Mickey Mouse or
Yeah.
something like that. And obviously, we don't have Mickey Mouse anymore, but what we do have is the Toon Troopers and the Resistance Rangers. And the Toon Troopers and the Resistance Rangers, they are completely in character and in-game, right? So,
Yeah.
when you meet a Toon Trooper, you're not meeting Quentin from the public relations team. You are meeting a Toon Trooper, right? And so Toon Troopers, they don't know what a ban is. They don't know what an email is. They kind of exist solely within the Toontown universe. And I think that that's a really fun thing to do, to just be the definition of silly, really, and to be 110% a Toon, and not know anything else. And little fun fact for you: each cast member has a story. So each cast member, if you ask a Resistance Ranger or a Toon Trooper, how did you become a Resistance Ranger, or like why did you become a Resistance Ranger, they can tell you, and they all have different answers, because behind the scenes, to get a Toon Trooper or Resistance Ranger, you have to go through some training, and you have to go through a process, which is somewhat complex, right? Because we only want the best. We want the best people to be representing Toontown. So a lot of people have Toon Troopers and Resistance Rangers, but it's not easy. And part of that process is creating a story behind them, right? What do they like? What do they not like? Why did you become a Toon Trooper? That kind of thing. So next time you meet a cast member, I challenge you to ask them a question like, what are some of the things that you like, or what are some things that you don't like, because they will have an answer for you, because it's written into their story. And kind of to answer the second half of the question, what's my favorite event? My favorite event while on the TTR team and my favorite event are probably two different things. I think my favorite event while on the team is probably Operation Crash Cashbot, that took place last year in 2019. That was just so fantastic, from the videography to the actual redesign of Cashbot headquarters was just incredible. So I had fun doing that. And my favorite event in general, I really like Storm Cellbot as well. I didn't play it enough, unfortunately, back in 2014. But I remember seeing the promotional video for Operation Storm Cellbot, and I was just blown away by the videography skills and kind of the whole thing. So, like I say, I was somewhat young back then, and I didn't play all the time. I only played it a little bit. But yeah, I think Storm Cellbot was really fun as well. And obviously, looking forward, we've had Storm Cellbot, we've had Crash Cashbot, so there will be a Lawbot operation. I don't know when. There was quite a considerable gap between Cellbot and Cashbot.
Yeah.
But there are plans for a Lawbot HQ operation. So, like I say, I don't know when we can expect to see that, but it will happen at some point.
Thank you. I think those are all the questions.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's been great, and I hope that anyone listening has got some cool insight about me and about the team and everything that we're doing. But yeah, I mean, thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to get interviewed.
Absolutely. No, it's a great part of my job. I love doing it.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.